Morning, YouTubers. This morning we're going to do a quick review on the military modular sleep system. Got it right here. Been out camping tonight. Got down to about 12 degrees last night, and so I wanted a nice warm sleeping bag so that it didn't freeze my butt off. Anyway, this was the one that I chose to bring along, and it's got a Gore-Tex bivy cover on the outside, so it's waterproof, windproof. It's just an absolutely excellent shell to put on the outside. On the inside, we've got the military patrol bag, which is a lightweight bag. It's supposed to be good down to about maybe 30-40 degrees. And then in the inside is the black intermediate winter bag. And supposedly if you put all three of these systems together, you should be able to go down and get approximately 4 hours of decent sleep. They say all the way down to 40 below. At 17 degrees last night, I have to tell you, I was so hot in this thing. I started off with my long johns on because it was cold outside. And 10 minutes later, I had to strip those off because I was just inside this thing sweating profusely. So basically just peeled her down to the skivvies and crawled back into this bag. And I tell you, half the night I kept it unzipped about, 3/4 of the way down. It only zips about 3/4 of the way down. So I was, I just had this and had it basically peeled back like this because it was so warm inside Shangri-La last night. It was just phenomenal. But the neat thing about this is that the patrol bag and the intermediate bags and the bivy cover, they all snap together. There's snaps on here, right here, and here. And you just put it together, that way it doesn't twist and turn and rotate around itself when you're in it at night. It's got this nice thick collar that sits up around your neck when you're sleeping at night. Boy, I got to tell you what, it just worked absolutely phenomenally. Again, it's just a three-piece system, and it worked out so good, so fine last night. It was just phenomenal. It's the first time I've used this particular bag in an overnight scenario when it was wintertime camping, because I think today's the 26th of January and it gets pretty darn cold out. But again, this thing just worked out so beautifully. In fact, I'm thinking that, if I'm going to sleep in Shangri-La, which is my 10 by 14 canvas tent, going forward, I may just remove this green bag out of here and go with the intermediate or vice versa, only because of the efficiency in the sleeping system. It is amazing. It really works out nicely. It's got a big hooded area in the top here where you can, if it was bitterly cold, you'd be able to put your head in here. This, if you really wanted to cover up, although I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't like to have my head covered when I'm sleeping. I'll put my stocking caps on and wear that. But you can also Velcro it in, zip it all the way up on the side here. And basically, you've got a pretty nice little cocoon that you could hide away in some pretty darn cold temperatures with. But overall, I'm extremely impressed with this sleeping bag. Down here, the last, it's about a 2-foot section, actually has extra insulation to help keep your feet warm at night. And I went to bed with, like I said, my long johns on and my socks last night. 20 minutes later, I had all that peeled off and I just slept so comfortably. Now, I did not sleep on the ground in this. I did have a Gander Mountain Guide Series cot that I slept on. But overall, I got to tell you what, this was just absolutely impressive. It's a little bit heavy for backpacking and such. But then again, in the wintertime, what's a little bit of extra weight if it means comfort and a good night's sleep? Overall, I'm extremely pleased with this. I would recommend this for anybody. You can pick them up on eBay. Shoot, you can buy them in bulk from the government liquidation websites. You can get them at your local Army surplus stores. But if you've got a few extra dollars laying around and you want a good winter sleep system, this is the way to go. I know there's a lot of other high-tech bags that are out there from various manufacturers, but overall, I'm extremely impressed with this military option. Of course, I'm a veteran and was in the military myself. This has been many, many moons ago. And long before they had a system like this. But boy, I got to tell you what, this was good money well spent here. I don't like to spend money if I don't have to, but when I do, I like to get my money's worth. And this baby's it. So if you're planning on doing some winter camping and you want to stay nice and warm, I would highly recommend something along these lines. Like I said, I've now used it. I've slept in my backyard a couple times with it, but this is the first time we've been out camping with it and putting it through the real test, and it seemed to work out very well. So sports fans, this is a highly recommended piece of equipment. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Do appreciate all of your feedback and things along those lines. Thanks, and have a great day.